Fried pork chop over navy beans and rice with caramelized onions. Unbelievable dinner for you and your family. Let me show you how to make that. Hi, y'all. Hey, man, this is T-Guid coming at you live. So, hey, what you cooking today, T-Guid? Well, let me tell you, this was my childhood favorite. When I came home from school and you walked in the house and you breathed, this smell hit your lungs, you knew it was just gonna be a good evening. And what I'm talking about is some fried pork chops over white beans with ham hocks. So guys, we're gonna show you how to do it. It's all gonna be on the grill. You don't have to do this on the grill, but T-Guid is doing it on the grill. And we're even gonna do the rice on the grill. So let's get busy. We're gonna go right into it, guys. So look, I got some Guide on rice right here. It smells amazing. I know you say, T-Guid, how can rice smell amazing? I bought 2 bags and I put some in the house and I put it in my container. I don't know, you just know it's good rice. So, you know, I know this is gonna tick a lot of you people off. You're gonna say, man, how come you don't measure nothing, T-Guid? That's how T-Guid rolls. I don't know, that's probably about 2 cups, 3 cups of rice. I don't know. And how much water do you put? Well, this might tick y'all off too. We're gonna add water to where it covers the water. I normally wash my rice, guys, but in an effort to save time, we're not gonna wash the rice, get all that starch out. But what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of leveling the rice. And what I want, my daddy told me it's called a knuckle and a bit. That's your first knuckle right here on your pointing finger and a little bit more. So you want to touch the rice right there. It's not even to my knuckle. So we're going to add some more. Let's see. Knuckle in a bit. Whoever heard of that? I know some of them, my Cajun friends heard of that. So right there, I'm up to my knuckle. So we're going to put a little bit more. Guys, I don't know. Don't judge me. But my rice comes out perfect pretty much every time. That's it, knuckle in a bit. And then what we're gonna do, because we're putting this on the grill, we're gonna cover this with some foil. You can use a disposable pan. I'm using a stainless steel pan. So you're gonna put some foil. You wanna cover it airtight, pretty airtight. And then you're gonna come back with your knife and you're gonna poke 5 holes, like in the shape of a 5 on a dice. So you got 1 in each corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 in the middle, 5. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that on the grill for over direct heat, and you're gonna get it up to a ball. So you're gonna wanna get it pretty darn hot. And it's probably gonna take about 2 or 3 minutes to get it kind of up to a ball. And then you're gonna lower your cold tray or your temperature. If you don't have that luxury, you can move it off to the side. And you wanna cook it for a total of 15 minutes or so, and we'll check it. So let's get it on the grill. All right, guys, we got the grill going. Again, we got one side on, one side off. Right here, it's pretty darn hot. I mean, it's kicking. So we're gonna put this over direct fire, close the lid, and give it a few minutes. When you start seeing steam coming out them little holes, it's when you can lower your fire. Y'all don't go nowhere. Okay, guys, while we got the rice on the grill, we're gonna do the egg wash for the pork chop. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take about, again, didn't measure, sorry, cup and a half of whole milk. We're gonna take 2 eggs, crack them in there. And then we're gonna, did I tell y'all we're gonna be doing some caramelized onions too on the grill? We're gonna do that after we do the rice, because why not? Who doesn't love a good now I'm not talking sauteed onions, I'm talking caramelized onions. Can you imagine that? Some white rice with the beans on top and some caramelized onions and that pork chop just laying on top of all that goodness. My God, is that a sin? I don't think so. I'm Catholic, but I think I can go to confession on that one. So look, hey guys, we're gonna just go ahead and whisk this up real good. We're gonna add some seasoning to the egg wash, and we're gonna also season the pork chops as well. So we're gonna go ahead and take this. Well, I got this one already open. Yeah. Waste not, want not. Okay, look, so we're gonna take some extra Cajun. Now this, look, dude, this is low sodium. I know y'all see me pouring all this stuff out and you're going, God dang, T-Guid, slow down. No, look, dude, this is some good stuff. Low sodium, not like some of them other Cajun seasonings that you could salt icy roads with, you know, but no, we did low sodium for a reason because we put more stuff in there, the good stuff. So it's a little bit more expensive, but quality pays, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take this egg wash and we're gonna set that aside so that we can prepare the pork chops. So we're gonna put this right here. And we're gonna take the flour, again, sue me. I don't know, 3 cups of white flour. We put about 2 tablespoons. Let's go with 1 tablespoon of some baking powder. And that's just to fluff up. My mom always did that when she did fried stuff. Shrimp, it fluffs up the batter. And we're gonna put some seasoning in with the flour. So we got seasoning in the egg wash, we got seasoning in the flour, and we're gonna season the pork chops. Don't freak out, it's okay. And we're just gonna kind of stir this around, make sure it's nice and evenly distributed. And then next step is we're gonna do the pork chops. Okay, boys and girls, next thing we're gonna season the pork chops, again, generously, both sides. And we're gonna try and do this as evenly as possible. We're gonna flip. Now look, I got bone-in pork chops. You wanna do center cut loins, pork loins, that's fine with me. You do you. I like the bone. I like eating around the bone. I think the meat around the bone is more delicious and fun to chew on. But you do you, like I said. So I think we got 8 beautiful center cut pork chops, bone in, seasoned real good, kind of patted in. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna go through the egg wash, comme ça. And we're not gonna do panko breadcrumbs and all that fancy stuff, guys. This is just, again, this is what my mama used to do. Has a sentimental value to my heart. And you just bread it, set it to the side. And that's it. Okay, guys, let's check on the rice. It's been about 10 minutes or so. I don't know if you can see that, but the steam is coming out of these little holes. And I was actually over there preparing some of the salt pork and the quartering of the yellow onions, and I could smell the rice. So pay attention. Sometimes your nose will tell you before the clock will. But I lowered the fire, got it on the low setting. We're gonna shut the air intake. We're gonna let it go about another 5 minutes or so. Should be perfect. Y'all don't go nowhere. This is gonna be good, I'm telling you. Woohoo! Okay, guys, rice is perfect. I mean, look at that. Absolutely delicious and perfect. So we're gonna take this off and we're gonna put the big skillet on. We're gonna do the caramelized onions next. Okay, guys, we got the big cast iron skillet on the grill. Raise the fire. We want to get it hot. Now, I can't give you an exact measurement on this. We got 2 sticks of butter done in these little half sticks. I don't know why they do that, but that's all right. We're going to put 4 of these in the skillet. And then we're going to dump, probably got about 9, 10 large yellow onions, quartered. I'll show you what I mean by quartered. I'm gonna throw all that in there. I'll show y'all the onions. So it's a lot of onions. You're gonna be amazed at how this renders down. Quartered meaning that's a half a circle. So we just quarter them and we're gonna throw them in the skillet And we're just gonna saute those down, and then they're gonna go past saute, and then they're gonna start to caramelize. Why do they caramelize? Because guys, there's a lot of sugar in onions, a lot of sugar. So when that starts to caramelize from the sugars, it turns more of a dark black color, and that's when the flavor magic happens. So we're gonna go ahead and put these all in here, get the grill hot again, and we're just gonna stir that down and let the pit do the heavy lifting. Okay guys, we got the caramelized onions off the grill. Now we got another skillet on the grill. Now we're gonna start sauteing down that salt pork meat. A lot of fat we wanna render down. So we're gonna go ahead and get that, and then after that step, we're gonna go ahead and put the white beans, navy beans in with the, oh, you hear that? So this is I guess a 1 pound pack of salt pork. We left the bone in there. We just cubed it up, and we're gonna just kind of cook that down and let it brown real good. And we're gonna come back and add the beans in next. Okay, this might tick some of you guys off. I'm using Blue Runner navy beans in a can for my white beans. And I don't want to hear no negative stuff from you guys. You Karens that are probably complaining are the ones that probably use jar roux. T-Guid don't use jar roux. He makes his own roux. But look, I'm just teasing, guys. Come on, lighten up. I don't make any money, but Blue Runners, if you want to send me a check, I totally endorse your products. I mean, they're red beans. We use it all the time. Quick and easy dinner. We use the little smoky sausages, and the white beans are incredible. It's already creamy. You'll see. So here we're going to add 4 cans. We already got the salt pork all sauteed down. When you first put it in the hot skillet, you're going to have a lot of water that's going to come out of the meat. Once that steams out, it's going to start creating that crud on the bottom of the pot. You can kind of see that on my spoon. And then once we add the beans, the liquid from the beans are going to kind of deglaze the bottom of that pot. So we're just going to add 4 cans of the white beans. Just like that. I'm going to stir that in. And lower the fire a little bit. Deglaze all that lovely stuff that was on the bottom of the pot. Annie, you in for a surprise. Okay, guys, we're in the home stretch. We're getting ready to do our pork chops. We're gonna fry those in the pan on the grill. We got the beans all lovelied up over here with the salt pork, just kind of simmering off to the side. So here we go. This is gonna be, it's gonna be interesting and delicious, and you're gonna want to try this for you and your family, I can tell you. So we're just gonna lay these in here. Do 4 at a time. Okay, boys and girls, you know the episode, à la manger. It came together. You can see a little sweat involved, but well worth every effort. Man, look at this. The caramelized onions. Now you got to keep in mind, caramelized onions are like making a roux. It takes a while for them to start turning, but once they start turning this kind of golden brown color, dark chocolate color, they start turning pretty quick. And once you pull them off, they keep cooking. So they'll keep getting darker. And then we got the white beans underneath there with the beautiful white rice we did on the grill and that pork chop. So let's see how this came out. Look at that. The bones right there. Boy, this reminds me of my mama. Look at that, how beautiful. Perfect doneness, medium. Excuse me. This is some comfort food, y'all. Get some caramelized onion, a little bit of white beans and rice. Oh my God. A must try for you and your family. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I sure enjoyed bringing it to y'all. We'll see you on the flip side. This is T-Guid. Au revoir, bruh.